Hello and greetings to another film versus fiction. Today we're talking about William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. If you didn't see the title card, which I made, we'll talk about title cards at the end later. But basically, we're comparing the older film and the Baz Luhrmann film. Let's just start with the characters. The normal one, the old one, is everything's played straight. I like when things are played straight because you can get the acting, get the lines. And I feel I didn't get as much with the Baz Luhrmann thing. And I know how much the Romeo Juliet, Romeo plus Juliet, is so beloved because it's okay. It's a good movie. I can see how a lot of people can like it. It just felt flat with me because it was weird. The character, the conqueror thief from Kishu and the nurse are played as stereotypes, and I didn't like that. You don't need to add typical stuff to it, and it's just weird. I mean, I've seen weird movies. I mean, Rocky Horror is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, really, I've seen weird stuff, but that was just weird. I felt like I was on something when I was watching that film. No offense, but it's a good film. I can see how a lot of people like it. Don't go off on me on that, but it was just weird. I did not like it, and I liked how the characters were played in the older film, and that's why the characters goes to the older film. Um, Plot is the same, so it's a tie for that one. That's a real quick category there. Um, Storytelling, they're both told the same kind of. Both take different ways. One's played very straight. It doesn't go very far from the source material. It doesn't add characters. I mean, it seemed like they added lines in the Baz Luhrmann film because I don't think Romeo's parents were really in the beginning of it. I know they were in the end. I know they're in the play. I'm not an idiot. I've read this for high school. Most kids had to look at read the books, read the play the for their English class in high school or whatever. Um, Basically, I know how English teachers feel about the Baz Luhrmann film. They're like, they don't want to watch it. It's a good film. I can give it that. It has a good visual style. It tells the story kind of well, but I like things when they're straight and bored and they go along with the street normal written material. Why do you have to have a gun called a certain sword? That makes why? It just falls flat. It's the swords was always the best part of the plays, and part of the movie. I like that film. Part of the film actually. The sword fighting is always just one of those things that it's always been going entrenched in the mind of being awesome kind of thing for me at least. So I'm gonna have to give storytelling to just again the older film. Um, so pretty much the film one's over the new one, but the new one is a good film. It has a good visual style. I like Baz Luhrmann. Moulin Rouge was okay. I It was okay. Not some people don't like it, and there are few and far between with that one. Australia was beautiful. I love that movie. What else did he make? He's making The Great Gatsby. We'll see how he does with that. I haven't seen the first movie he did, but I'm kind of I didn't read The Great Gatsby, so I have to read The Great Gatsby before I see the movie, and then maybe I'll do a review on it. Yeah. So that's about it. Let's talk about William Shakespeare a little bit. He obviously most of you read William Shakespeare's books, and most of them have been adapted to film adaptations. So I'll be doing Macbeth eventually when I get to it. Um, I'll also be doing some other ones. I mean, the guy was the prolific writer of his day, and he's basically. I'm not saying that this per. I'm going to be comparing him to Stephen King because Stephen King wrote as much books, more books than he did. Dr. Seuss is also in there because he has tons of books. Have you ever? I was in the Barnes and Nobles, and there was just this huge rack of his books. So I'm eventually going to have to do Stephen King now. Now that I mentioned it, but I have to read some of his books, and I know it's like you haven't read a Stephen King book. What rock have you been under? I haven't been under a rock. If you haven't seen the Under Wizard of Oz, then you're definitely under a rock. But I've seen the Wizard of Oz. I've seen the Pink Floyd version. But so kind of doing next week when I'm talking about uh, Frankenstein. Yes, Frankenstein. Both movies, the black and white film and the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And that'll be on April 4th, I think. I'll do it before then, but I have to. You see, I'm getting a new title card artist. Yay! And she's amazing. She's amazing at art, and I had to check with her about stuff. So look forward to that. She will have a DVR page probably by the time I release the thing, and I can, here's whatever her thing, her stuff, and her art is amazing. I love her art. I like it because some of it's really real, and yeah. So join me for next time for Frankenstein and seeing the new title card artist's first me animated. I've always wanted to see myself animated, other than just me drawing myself. Other than what you've seen before, that's very crude. Her stuff is like really. My stuff pales into comparison of what stuff she can do. I'm pretty sure it's photoshopped. Not as much as the ones I do. But you basically the point. And title card artists Frankenstein and April 4th. And eventually I might be doing like a small magic movie review of the movie I saw, and we'll get to that. So this is that magic guy signing off and saying the book is almost always better.